All right, good morning everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Matthijs Koopman. I'm a senior mobile engineer at AppMachine.
I'm Reintjan Hoiting. I'm also a senior web engineer at AppMachine. I'm doing the JavaScript part.
All right. For today, we're going to do a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to give you a short introduction into AppMachine, tell you a little bit more about the company, who we are, and what we're doing. Then I'll preview that even for both non-developers and developers, you can build native apps for iOS, Android, Windows Phone, and a web app as well. It's just under 5 minutes. After that, we're going to take a look at integrating your own APIs and creating custom blocks on top of AppMachine. And RJ is going to take you into coding with AppMachine, creating custom functionality on top of AppMachine. And we will tell you how you can earn $1,000 per block you're building with and for AppMachine. So first of all, we have been in the native app development for over 3 years right now. So we know the pain traditional native app development can cause. Because if you're doing for iOS, Android, and Windows Phone, and web as well, you have to do it in 4 different programming languages. That means that you will most likely get 4 times the bugs, and development time will get 4 times as long, because you will have to solve the bugs on 4 different platforms in 4 different languages. So we've been there, we've done that, and we've got a solution. And that solution is called AppMachine. And to create your own functionality with AppMachine, you will just need to know 1 programming language, JavaScript. So, what is AppMachine? AppMachine is an online app building solution where we enable everybody to build native apps for iOS, Android, and Windows Phone, and web apps as well. And the great thing is you don't have to be a developer, because we enable our customers to build gorgeous apps in a fraction of the time at a fraction of the cost. AppMachine is a company founded by serial entrepreneur Siebrand Dijkstra in 2011. The company has currently 37 employees, and we are based in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. We have offices all over the world in San Francisco, Sao Paulo, and Hamburg. We've spent over 3 years of developing AppMachine and over 140,000 hours of coding spent onto AppMachine. AppMachine is using these large Lego-like building blocks that are all representing their own little piece of functionality. You can configure each building block with just 1 or 2 settings, and by stacking them together, you are creating a beautiful app. We have over 35 building blocks already in place. Those 35 building blocks let you cover mostly 80%, sometimes 90 or 100% of a native app for like small and medium businesses. For the other 20%, for like the demanding customers, we are going to offer you solutions where you can write code on top of AppMachine. So we will cut down the development process for native apps and web apps as well by 80%. And I'm going to show you how you can do that with AppMachine today. Building the app is mainly done online using our app CMS. You're actually creating a blueprint for your app, because the great thing about Lego is that you can create so many things with it. You can create a car, a helicopter, or a boat. And while you're building, you can use our app previewer that you can download from the App Store or the Google Play or the Windows Phone Store to preview the app and see how your car, your helicopter, or your boat is evolving while you build it. So, what is an AppMachine app? An AppMachine app is a pile of Lego bricks combined with your app blueprint and your content, and the result will be a gorgeous looking, fully native and web app. When it comes to designing your app, we have a lot of skins available that you can use to create gorgeous apps, even if you're not a designer. And if you are a designer, we offer you a great set of design features that allow you to create a pixel-perfect design for your application. So this means there won't be any cookie cutter apps. When it comes to integrating data, the #1 database tool for the non-developers is Excel, because everybody who knows to use Excel will be able to create their own little relational database. We offer you the possibility to integrate your own Excel or spreadsheets into AppMachine by just dragging them into your browser. We will import them, take a look at it, and allow you to visually create a gorgeous looking screen on top of that data. After you are done building your app, another main part of app building is publishing it to the app stores. We've also taken care of that. The only thing you need to do is invite us to join your developer program. And you only hit publish. And when you do so, we will automatically publish the app to the App Store, Google Play, Windows Phone, and the web as well. So this is also going to save you a lot of time spent on non-developing. All right, enough of chat for now. I'm going to show you how you can build an app for a restaurant here in San Francisco in under 5 minutes. So let's create a new app. And I'm going to create an app for a restaurant called Scala's Bistro. And actually, they are already present on Facebook, so why not use their Facebook account to build the biggest part of their app? So let's see what we can find about Scala's Bistro on Facebook. So we're looking for stuff like general information, maybe their menu, opening hours, or reviews on Yelp. And if we find a website on Facebook for this restaurant, we will also take a look at their website and see what we can find over there. So here we go. We found their Twitter account on their website, as well as a video. And the only thing I need to do now is pick one of our skins, and I'm actually already able to view the app on my phone or in the browser. So let's go with this one. All right, we came up with quite a number of building blocks. And right here, I am looking at a live preview on an iPhone simulator for this app for Scala's Bistro. There's their about information, some contact information, and we were able to find their menu on Facebook. So we have their breakfast menu, their dinner, and even their wine list. So if you want to make reservations, we also have taken care of that, because we found their open table reservations page on their website, their reviews on Yelp, and even a little tip calculator. This tip calculator is a custom block built by one of our employees in an internal hackathon. This building block has been built with our JavaScript API, and RJ is going to show you how you can build your own building blocks later on. All right, we also found some photos of Scala's Bistro on Facebook, and I can actually browse right through the photos. And the great thing is, this app is also available on the web. So right here, I'm looking at the same app, but only running as a web version. And this web version even has some more fancy animations. So what if I would like to add some new content to my app, like maybe some product information? Like I mentioned before, we have over 35 building blocks available. And right here at the Pro section, we have our Excel building block. And this Excel building block allows you to import a spreadsheet. In this case, I have a demo file right here that contains a number of flowers that are available for purchase and the shops where I can buy them. So let's go with the flowers. So here we go. Here is the list of flowers I've just imported from my Excel sheet. And I want to create a nice looking layout on top of it. Also show the price of each flower and a short description. Maybe increase the font size a little bit, make it bold, and change the title color. All right, and what about purchasing products from within the app? We also have a building block for that. We have our checkout building block over here that allows you to seamlessly integrate anything with a price on it with PayPal. I just need to enter my PayPal merchant email address, and that's it. So right now, when I take a look at my flowers again, I will see there's a little Add to Cart button available with every product. When I click the Add to Cart button, this is my shopping cart, and I continue to check out with PayPal. There we go. All right, this is how easy it is to build a native app for iOS, Android, Windows Phone, and web as well within 5 minutes. So what I'm trying to do is show you how you, as developers, can cut down your development process for most of your clients by 80%, because you only have to focus on the fun parts of app building. However, this is not covering any aspect of app building, because there are some more advanced features. So let's take it to the next level. Because larger customers can have web services available that allow you to integrate their existing backend with their apps. We've also taken care of that. We can integrate any existing REST web service with or without authentication into your app, without coding. And once you have imported that web service, we allow you to create visually stunning representations on it. So you can show your data in a list, on a map view, even a chart view. And when you're missing any functionality inside AppMachine, you can use a JavaScript building block that RJ is going to show you to create that missing functionality. And when you're proud of it, you can wrap it up, ship it to AppMachine, and sell it to all our 150,000 customers. So this JavaScript building block lets you create custom functionality, but also custom views on our existing building blocks. So if you want to create a new view on our list, you can do so with the JavaScript building block. The same for our detail views. So what we have done is we've provided you with the tools to create powerful and beautiful new functionality on top of AppMachine. So let's show you how easy it is to integrate your web services. So here's my app again, and in this case I want to integrate a web service. So I'm going to use our web service building block. When I take a look at it, we have support for all the general HTTP methods, and I just need to specify the endpoint URL of my API. I can also select one of our authentication providers, or you can create one yourself. We support for all OAuth versions, for Salesforce, custom, or basic authentication. So I'm going to integrate Google Places, and I'm going to search for hotels in London. So what we're doing now is searching for hotels in London using the Google Places API. And Google returned a JSON feed that we are using to create a definition on top of this JSON feed. As you can see over here, we found quite a number of results. And I'm going to add it to my app. We have the same layout editor over here that allows me to create a new layout for my list. So maybe change the size of this icon. Here we go, and I can actually view these on a map as well. Funky result, Google. Thanks. So what I want to do now is combine this web service from Google with another web service, maybe Instagram, because I want to search for images around these places. So I'm going to choose the Instagram web service and search for media around a specific location. So I'm going to use the latitude and the longitude of each result we found in the Google web service to search for images on Instagram. Here we go. Let's call it photos. So right now I have my Google Places over here, and when I select a hotel, I'm going to search Instagram for photos around this hotel. So maybe add the image to prove it. Let's see what we got. Apparently Instagram doesn't want to play with me. This always happens during demos, so I'll just move on, because I've also mentioned you can create your own building blocks with AppMachine. So right now I have this combination of green blocks, and I want to convert them into one solid block, so all our other customers can use these blocks. So I'll go to the Pro section over here and hit Convert to Custom Block. And I'm going to call this one Hotel Finder. So what we've done now is we've taken this part of your app and placed it in a new app, a block app. And this block app allows you to only expose one or two of the properties of all the other green blocks to our customers. So all the customers of your block don't need to know what you have been building. So I'm going to let my customers specify the search query. Okay. What are you looking for? There we go. And when I'm done, I can publish my block to our block store. The only thing I need to enter is a text, a screenshot of the block, and maybe some additional support information. So when I switch back to my original app again, and I'm going to add a new block, the Hotel Finder will appear in my custom blocks. And the only thing I need to do now is search for something else, like bars in Vegas. And there we go. Now I have my same 4 green building blocks in my app as one solid block with just one property. You can do this for all our existing building blocks, including JavaScript. So you can also create custom functionality, wrap it, and ship it to our customers without them being able to see your source if you would like. So that's my part of this session. I'm going to hand over to RJ right now, and he's going to take you into the coding with AppMachine.
Well, hello. I'm RJ, and I'm going to give you a jump start with the JavaScript SDK of AppMachine. The JavaScript SDK. With the JavaScript SDK, you can access native functionality inside a JavaScript block. In this keynote, I will be covering the camera API, audio API, caching, and web services. From each of these APIs, I will give you a short example in just a few lines of code how you can use it in your JavaScript block. For instance, if you want your customer to take a picture or choose an existing picture from their photo library, you can do it just with these 3 lines of code, and the photo will be returned as a base 64 string. On a HTML5 app, there is not really an audio support, but in our native apps, we have this nice, neat native audio player. So you can also use that with the audio API, and when you push your app to the background in suspend mode, then your music will still keep on playing, just like a native block. Well, caching is a huge pain with HTML5 apps. So we built this caching service for our native apps. So with the cache API, you can use our native caching inside your JavaScript block. So the JavaScript block is even working offline. Well, Matt showed you some web service. You can also execute this web service in the JavaScript block. So when you have a web service that needs authorization, as soon as you execute the web service, our native app will prompt the login screen and will handle the security for you. You're only just getting the results. So you don't have to worry about a login screen or in your JavaScript block. Well, we're allowing you to develop on your local PC, on a local host. So we're using Node.js current for that. So that's cross-platform. You can do it in just 5 simple steps. Download the Get Me Started, install the current task manager, then install the required node packages that we have defined in the package.json, project.json, and then you can start debugging on your local machine. And when you're satisfied, you can upload it to our backend. So let's just give a quick demo. I'm going to switch to another account. Oh, here we go. So when I add JavaScript block to my app, well, let's call it JavaScript. Yes. We're getting a file system where you can upload a zip file, and this will be displayed in the application. Over here you can see a brief preview of the code that's in the app. So if I change something, bar, and I save it, it's automatically pushed to the live iPhone over there. So if you want to do a small code change, you can do it online in our editor. But I think most of us really like their own IDE, so let's go with that option. You can, you can download the Get Me Started. So this is just a zip file. Let's open that. Yes, demo. So what's inside the Get Me Started is a grunt definition file and a project file. So Node.js knows what packages we are using, and there is this app folder. In the app folder is your block, the code of your own block. So let me just show you how you can interact with the block. Terminal. CD. So we're now in the same folder as well. So sudo npm install. It's getting all the Node packages that we need. Grunt init. So this is our JavaScript block local on our machine. So if you want to, you can edit the code in Sublime. When you save it, you can have a live preview on your local machine. And when you publish this block, it's getting zipped and automatically uploaded to our backend, so it's live in the app already. So there you go, it's in the app. So just like that, you can develop your own JavaScript block, edit your code in your own IDE, and you can upload when you're satisfied. Let me just grab the keynote. Oh. So Matt showed you how you can make blue blocks, and for JavaScript blocks we have this published properties. So you can set some published properties and you can use that in your JavaScript block. So in that way you can make a piece of functionality in JavaScript and you can reuse it in multiple apps. We also have a data scope. So when you have a JavaScript block underneath a data list, for instance Excel, then you can access the current element and all the or iterate through all the elements on the screen from your JavaScript block. Let me just give a brief demo of that. Boo. Desktop. So over here we have a JavaScript block with a couple of published properties. You see that I have a user ID that's actually text, enable SSL with a Boolean, and the image with that's a number. So I have this zip already downloaded. So with Grunt Surf I can boot up my app again, my block. You see that I have just in my normal browser, I have my app.properties, which is an object and it contains the properties that I set in the website. So let's just use that in my app. Sublime. So as you can see, you can just use app properties dot, well, the property you set up. You can test it on your local machine, and as you see, it's working. And then just publish this to AppMachine, and it's already working over there. So you can really debug very quickly. And this is a live preview on the website, but it's also working on your native iPhone. So if you have the AppMachine previewer, you have a live preview of the code that you're making. Well, I also have a small example with the data scope. So this is the JavaScript block that's underneath the flowers, just like Matt created. So data scope. So over here you have access to the data scope on the website, even on your local machine. So when you're doing app get current record, it's giving you a callback. you see that. Oh, it's in a debugger. Sorry for that. You see that it's returning an object with the current item in there. So if you're in a data list and you select a hotel, then you have access to the record where you're looking at. I also have a small demo of how you can use an external library inside AppMachine JavaScript block. So let's open that one up. So I created this little Firebase example, but it's really just the to-do Firebase example. I think most of us are familiar with that one. So this is the Firebase example on my local drive. And when I publish that to AppMachine, it's working just like that with an external library. So it's really an isolated web host that's running on the iPhone, on the native iPhone. And we're working on a HTML5 version with AppMachine, and all the JavaScript blocks are also supported over there. So we're also having a backend as a service. The Excel that Matt uploaded is in a document store, and you can access that document from with a public API. So you can store your own data in there. You can also use that from the JavaScript block. You can also send push messages with our public API. So you can connect your own backend with our current AppMachine system. Well, let's go.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, RJ. What RJ tried to show you today is how easy it is to integrate your own functionality with AppMachine. All the samples we gave today are really basic, straightforward examples, and we want to invite you to join us. Show us what we are missing inside AppMachine, and we also want to get feedback from you what we are missing in our JavaScript block, because this is really a basic overview of what we're capable of, because the JavaScript block contains many more features. So we are going to release it really soon, and as soon as we release it, we are inviting you to help us build blocks with the JavaScript block for AppMachine. And for each approved block, you will get rewarded with $1,000. If you're interested in becoming a block builder for AppMachine, you can go to appmachine.com/blockbuilders, leave your name and your email address, and we will send you an email as soon as we open up the contest. So tonight there will be a famous meetup, because we are using famous technology in our HTML5 web version. And the famous meetup will be in Folsom Foundry. And we are offering everybody who is interested to join us tonight at the famous party. And if you go to bit.ly/appmachine-famous, you can get free VIP tickets for tonight's famous meetup. All right, thank you. All right.
What are you guys using to connect your JavaScript to your native devices like iPhone and Android?
We have created our own bridge. It's kind of like a phone gap solution, but it's more like fitted for AppMachine. So we are able to expose all our native APIs to our JavaScript client. This offers you a seamless integration with the native app without the need of requiring an active internet connection. So the JavaScript will be a part of the native app, because besides the functionality, we're also offering you to include the app styling that lets you just design your JavaScript block, and in whatever app the JavaScript code will be used, it will adjust the design to the way the app was designed. So. All right.
Yeah, do you guys do responsive? Like, how does it work on the iPad?
Yeah, so basically the JavaScript block is just plain HTML. So if you want to make a responsive design, you can just do that using Bootstrap or other external
built-in blocks that you guys do.
Yeah, all the built-in blocks, the native blocks, are working on the smartphones and on the iPad version as well. So they are fully capable of running both smartphones and tablets.
All the native blocks that you get out of JavaScript HTML, are they all written in JavaScript?
No, when we are talking about native, we are actually talking about native apps. We've built a native runtime for iOS, for Android, for Windows Phone.
Alright, I'm saying like that. So you know how you were showing those other blocks?
Mm-hmm.
Are all those blocks written in native?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are
So you guys are
100%
writing
native.
for Windows, for Android, for iPhone, each of the different blocks?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're just having one block that allows you to have JavaScript inside, and that's the JavaScript block.
Oh, I see. Okay. And so do you, are you encouraging people to use native blocks rather than JavaScript blocks?
No, because we have made the JavaScript block work like a native block. So there is a really large community of JavaScript developers out there. And when you're a iOS developer, you probably have much experience with iOS and not so much with Android and Windows Phone and web. So if we allow you to do it in one programming language, we try to take the pain out of cross-platform app development. Right.
So what if the App Store is not the final deployment? What if for like enterprise internal applications?
Yeah.
Like, can we like get the installable downloaded?
The only thing you need to do is upload your enterprise certificate, and we will support in-house the app distribution as well. You can create in-house apps with AppMachine.
And so can we like download the installables and then like run security tests on stuff like that?
When you're publishing with an enterprise certificate, there will be a specific download page that can be an AppMachine download page, but also a non-branded or corporate branded download page that allows you to download and install the application on the smartphone.
Question over there.
When publishing through AppMachine, do you guys take a portion or claim a bit of ownership
No.
of these apps?
No. The content is yours, the content of the app is yours, and if you're charging the app, the revenue will be for you. We won't take any portion of the revenue that your app might generate.
Is it free to use that?
You can go online, sign up, try it, see if you like it, and as soon as you want to publish the app and you're fully satisfied with the result, that's when you can go with one of our free subscription plans. We are having a monthly based subscription. You can cancel it at any time, or you can pay annually and get a discount.
When you say monthly subscription, I mean, it's for, can you tell us more about that? Like what, looks like once you push the app to stores,
Mhm.
I mean, you're off in the stores, I mean, canceling your subscription will not delete the apps from the App Store. Well,
It will, as long as you want the app to be available in the app stores, the subscription has to continue. If the subscription is be cancelled, every time the app goes online, it will check for updates.
I see.
So as soon as the subscription ends, it won't be able to check for updates, and it will suspend the application.
What if you cancel on one store but not the other store?
You can, when you purchase your app, you are able to publish it to whatever store you would like, but it doesn't change the subscription. So if you purchase like one of our plans, you can publish it to all free app stores and web, but if you only want to publish it to iOS, subscription is still the same.
So does that mean that all the apps that are already installed will stop functioning once the subscription expires?
Yes.
I see.
And I think I read that if you did it in an Excel, so you have a database
Mm-hmm.
functionality or whatnot, or Excel functionality, then that's the highest plan. You don't have
Yes.
a lower plan.
We are offering 3 different pricing plans. The basic plan that will only give you access to the HTML5 version of the app. Then we have the Plus plan that will give you access to all our basic and Plus building blocks. And we have the Pro plan that will give you access to all our building blocks and give you an iPad version of the app as well.
Is it a per app?
It's a per app subscription, but if you're planning on publishing multiple apps for your clients, we have a reseller program available where you can purchase 10 apps in one time or get a discount of 30% on each app you're publishing. And you will also have the ability to rebrand AppMachine with a white labeled version of our software. All right, are there any more questions?
Are there any current customers that have their apps in the Play Store or in the...
Yes, absolutely. We have over 150,000 users who are using AppMachine and building apps every day in over 140 countries. So there are a lot of apps already in store built with AppMachine.
Do you have any examples of, I would like to...
The HTML5DevConf.
Yeah, for example, the app for the HTML5 developer conference has been built with AppMachine. So you can just download it from the App Store, Google Play, or Windows Phone Store. And on appmachine.com, there are a lot of samples available of our consumers that have built an app with AppMachine. All right. Over there.
So when you say that you can white label it for clients, does that mean that we have the ability to kind of point our own domain at it? And
yes, absolutely.
So the content system can be made available to clients?
There won't be any reference to AppMachine whatsoever. All right. Thanks for your attention.